Hello everyone, I'm going to walk you through Geotecal, how to classify your soil samples automatically. So to get into our website, you would have to go to geotechnical.lovable app. Because I've already logged in, it's already there. So you click your enter. This is what you are going to find as the home page. So you will start by here. There's just the information about what Geotecal is all about, that we do classifications in various systems such as the USCS, the ASHTO, BDRM, TRH40, and in doing so you can also integrate the classification with summary reporting platforms such as Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, Microsoft PowerPoint, and even your project. Also, you can also integrate it with special software such as your Google Earth and Google Maps. Yes, and down below there is basically a highlight of what you are going to get from our platform. So let's see how you create your account here. Would have you would have to write your name, so any name. So in your name, you can say soil engineer. That's our name. And then your email, soil e at gmail.com. This guy is an engineer. So you can choose here the positions that you want, whether you are a project manager, whether you are the client or the technician or an engineer. In this case, we'll choose Mr. Soil Engineer as an engineer. And then you create your password, of course. Yes. And then you create your account. That's where you will be. From there, you can save it so that you can have it. Now, because this is a demo, we have provided a limited number of tries that you can do so that our system doesn't feel the workload, too much workload. Now, once you are logged in with your account, you will see your user dashboard. And then from the user dashboard, you will have your profile information, which states your name, your email, your position, and then the account type, which is something that will, in this case, is the trial that you have. And then it will show the activities, the number of projects that you have done, the classification you have done in total for those projects, and then you would have your recommendations. Now, there could be quick accesses where you can do stuff like your new classification, or you can start already with a project before you can classify. And then there are summary settings where you can summarize the classification or the project that we have done. And then, of course, there will be reports that could be generated and where you can also source other past reports. So let's start with the or the key task, which is the classification. When you get to the classification, the first information that we have to provide is your sample location, where you got your samples. So let's say you got it in Gaborone, you would choose the coordinate system that you want to use, and then you would have your latitude 24.65, 76, and 9. And then you have your longitude at 25, 6, 1, 2, 6, 8. Then the elevation, of course, around 1008.4 above sea level. So the export, now you'll be able to export it to Google Maps or Google Earth so that you can view it spatial. And usually this is important when you are now including the location of your project in relation to the points that you have picked your samples from. And then from here, you would have your thickness. Let's just see, you have 1 meter of a profile or a layer of soil where you picked your sample. And then that sample is soil sample, it's a soil type is a soil instead of a rock, and then you choose the AASHTO classification. And then it will ask you to include the parameters that you have got from your laboratory test results. Now these are the ones that you're going to include here as parameters to actually get your classification. Now the percentage that you would get would be 13.5, and then for 2.0 millimeters you would get 60, and then for 4.25 you would get, say, 90. And then your liquid limit is something like 33 plus TCT is 30, then you can indicate the kind of moisture content the sample was during the sampling process, which can be saturated, moist, or dry. Let's go for moist. And then with all information that we have added here, now you are going to press the classify sample. Look at this side, there is nothing yet, so you will say classify. And then we have provided a provision where you can read the classification. Now this will check out the results. It's A3, material with varying properties depending on composition and formation. And then now you can save this classification as TP1 for a project. Then create a new project because this is our first time, so we can say Gaborone plot. Gaborone plot, and then we save it. And then now when you go back to your profile, you will see your profile information has been updated. You have one project, the Gabron plot, and then you have one classification, which is the E3. So as you do a number of those, it will adjust appropriately. So here, as you can see, the projects are here, and then you can show data, show the whole details. And when you show the whole details, they are nicely summarized in a column and row format. So this here will also include your ticket, your values, and this can also be a small summary where you can get this information and you can use in a report instead of actually summarizing the whole thing for yourself. So yeah, as well you can also from here create a new project.